Hey guys, so it's Emily. Sorry I haven't made a video in like a week. As I'm sure all of you Alesana fans out there, fuck, I don't know if I'm saying it right. Like I'm a total freaking fangirl and yet I never pronounce it right. Anyway, the case is like, what the heck? And it falls out whenever I move it around. Anyway, this is probably the best album that I've ever heard in my whole entire life. Best album ever, and I suggest that everybody in existence that is watching this anyway should go out and buy it. It is probably the best album I've ever heard. Like, even if you don't usually like screamo music, the story behind it is probably one of the best things that I've ever heard. It's called Emptiness, and it's by Alesana. It always feels weird when I say the name, whichever way I say it. It has the Emptiness lyric book, which I can't show you the back because that kind of reveals the whole story. Last page in the back of the lyric book. But then here's the story told through the eyes of the sketchbook. You know, whatever. However, like, what the guy in the story, it's like basically him with a diary entry of what happened until the last page, but I'm not going to give that away because I think everybody needs to go out and at least like look it up on the internet or something. It's probably the best story that I've ever read in my life, and I've read a hell of a lot of books. But this is probably the best story I've ever read in my life, and it's not that long for all of you people who hate reading. It took me about 10-15 minutes to read, but that's mostly because I was just like, I reread the last page like 4 different times. But I must warn you, you may get addicted. You might get a little obsessive. I'll put a link to my MySpace, that has like, I went totally psycho and wrote like a whole giant like blog about it. But like seriously, the end is such a surprise ending. Like you will never believe that that's what's coming. I was flipping out. I was like, oh my god, that didn't happen. My favorite song on there is the A Lunatic's Lament, which I suggested if you just want to get one song, you should get that one because that's my favorite. It's probably the best thing that I've ever literally listened to in my life. So, and just one final thing, I'm sorry that I sound like a man today because my voice is really messed up and I have a sore throat and I'm sorry, but I really wanted to talk to you guys and I was like, I'm not gonna wait.